We are back. We are back. So this is Ashley. I'm gonna let her cook a little more. Then we're gonna get into these other crazy couples, man. All right. So Ashley is a former dancer. She now works at that's a Waffle House. She said she a waitress. So she waitress during the day, so she get them humble tips and whatnot. So when I first was watching this, I thought she was Hispanic, but she not. Anyway, fair use, and let's go ahead and share. Okay, playing that game. I'll play a game. Let's see if I go back.
He's not scared of anything.
You and kiss you and be detrimental to him, that he doesn't want me posting anything until he gets out. I asked him about it. He told me.
He in full catching up with this man.
But I thought I was gonna see you after you got out. Is that
I
still?
might be able to catch up with you later on that night.
Do you plan on me meeting your mom or anything like anytime soon?
We're gonna get into all that. Let's take it one step at a time, though.
So she's 31 and he is 25. So I spoke on this yesterday. I didn't put the episode out yet. I just being as though we landed here, I just figured we can go ahead and just recap here. So I talked to y'all about that age gap. All right, young men, watch out for the age gap. For the most part, real talk, it is so much safer you. It's so much safer for you to just beat your meat, bro. The worst position you can be in, and this is how guys mostly wind up with an older woman. Guys a lot of times wind up with an older woman because she has a place and he don't got a place. And they start hanging out. And again, it's understandable because you're in your 20s. If you're a young man in your 20s, you need to be trying to find a way to get yourself into a room. Because if you have a roommate, it's the same difference if you go ahead and buy a room. At least you know that if you might get in a room from where you paying the landlord for a room and whatnot, at least you know that the room ain't going nowhere. Because you can have a roommate and they get behind on the rent, or you get a place that you can afford, we get you a 2-bedroom that you can afford by yourself, then find a roommate. Or Airbnb the other room. Matter of fact, that's what I should do is Airbnb this other room. That's what I should. Sorry, Levi. Anyway, shit, I don't know. I might have to. It might work. Anyways, but you need to. But that's how you wind up in these relationships, and it's going to always be a predatory relationship because, and when you at that age, not that you're a baby, but you are young. You don't know shit yet. And she's a little bit older. She knows he doesn't know anything. She knows that he has no skills to be able to be an effective. I hate to use the word provide at this point because now that we're exploring the many facets of manhood, we're not going to be reduced to providers no more. We're not doing that. We are people. Providing is a part of what men do. It's not the only thing that men do. You understand? But anywho, she knows that he doesn't know he doesn't have a program for her to follow. She knows that he doesn't have a vision for the future. She knows that he doesn't have the means or the abilities to do much of anything, much less take care of someone who already has a family. But a woman like that wants to date a guy in that position because a guy in that position is willing to fall for her game. Women always have a game. Especially when she coming with those kids, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't think that what's funny is feminism makes women who are in a bad position think that they shouldn't do anything positive to change things. That's another reason why you guys want to keep on losing in dating. Because all the game that y'all want to follow, that women want to follow, especially black women want to follow, is always about cheating the man, tricking the man, dominating him, or having a deal that's only beneficial to you or more beneficial to you. You even have influencers saying stuff like, "Oh, it's always going to work out better if he loves you a little more, or he likes you more." That's not true because that means that the woman will get into a relationship with guys she don't like when she does that. Women, you can't have a relationship where the woman doesn't like the guy. But women will do that though. But even then, even that whole mindset, that's just an arrogance. That is an immature and evil mindset. Because what it says is you don't have to appreciate people. You are so lit, you are so special, so amazing that you don't have to appreciate nobody. Like, you don't have to appreciate someone's positive qualities because your head is so far up your ass. And we create this culture where any and everyone, because under the religion of the bad bitch, because the modern woman only believes in one religion, only one God, and that God is the baddie, the bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? The bad 304. Whatever she say goes. He says it's all right to be a hoe, it's all right to be a hoe. She says it's all right to break up your family. It's all right to break up your family. She says it's all right to go to Dubai and get violated. It's okay. It's OnlyFans. Anything goes under the religion of the baddie, except family. No family, and no focusing on what's good for the family. No family. Only makeup, lashes, weave. Not even really actually looking good. Makeup, lashes, weave, skimpy clothes, whore mindset. And I'm not saying this is who women are in totality. What I'm saying is that this is what you hear coming out their mouths in terms when it comes to relationships. And no part of that conversation. First of all, you get results like what she getting with that whole mindset. You talking to a nigga in jail. She met him because he called her number by mistake. She heard his voice and then wanted to know more about him. Matter of fact, so the number, when the call came, she probably lying. When the call came in, it was a call from jail. She said she thought someone close to her was calling and needed help. You would think once you found out, oh, this is the Negro in jail, oh, I'm good on that. Have a good evening, sir. No, that's not what happened. After that, she said, oh, 25 in jail, can't do shit. No problem. I'll be your girlfriend, and here we are. So right now, she's asking about meeting his family because what she wants is also a reassurance that basically they are beginning a relationship. Women always want to meet your family because she wants to know where she stands with you. You got a 25-year-old telling you, nah, one step at a time.
Oh. Okay.
You have 1 minute remaining.
All right. Love you.
All right, man.
You think I have somebody I love in the brick?
He always says I love you first, or like when I say I love you, he'll be like, all right, I love you too, babe. And now that this is going on, all of a sudden he can't say I love you. About 3 to 4 months in talking to Julius, I found out he was entertaining other women. He had a lot of girls that sent him money. There was one girl, she wrote me on Facebook, so you got my man's name tatted. And I'm like, obviously she's talking about Julius. So when I asked him about it, he told me that he's using girls while he's in there. And if I'm posting stuff on social media, that's going to be detrimental to him, that he doesn't want me posting anything until he gets out. That's not how he is on the phone. And then, like, he was saying he might see me the day he gets out. Like, he might see me. Like, I was okay with his situation. Guys can't just go dance and show some boobs and, get money the easy way. Guys, unfortunately, they have to hustle.
These are crazy pictures. And another thing I want to say is that when a woman she's 31 with a couple of kids, the fact that she finds this guy attractive or thinks that he's a suitable leader for her family, this says, and listen, I think it's BGS Ibmore. He coined this talking point, or created this talking point, or this point around how women do not mentally progress past the age of 14 years old, especially if they're unmarried and they don't have a man in their life, because there's no one around them who's keeping them rooted in reality and anchoring her to reality. If she's only around her kids and other women, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying women never have no logic, right? But obviously, judging by how shit plays out in our community, not enough. You just not using enough logic. This nigga he basically just stole all these Dutches. He went behind the counter and got them Jones. All right, he got the carton of the Duchess next to his face. She's seen these pictures and said, "This is exactly." Rather than getting back with my kid's father, I need to go find this nigga. But again, gotta ask yourself, why is she attracted to this? Why? Because in her mind, she doesn't see herself as a grown woman. A lot of women want to be a little girl. I'm starting more and more. I'm getting into understanding that women want to stay as close to teenage responsibility and expectation as possible, and teenage thinking as possible. A lot of grown women do not want to grow up, because that's one of the main points of the channel, man, is to help y'all grow the hell up. Because the thing is, if the grown people don't care about being grown, we can't all be young at the same time. We can't all be young-minded at the same time, because what happens is we pass on basically this immature behavior to the young people. All right? Because we got to show them how to be grown. Because this is what happens. Because if this was back in the day, now mind you, she's not crazy older than him, but that's a 6-year age difference the wrong way. It's not even like he's a young guy on the outside. He's a young guy. He was a young guy in general. He's a young guy starting at the bottom. He's at ground zero. He has nothing. One more thing. Listen, all this shit really be proven. Y'all do not need no high value man for nothing. It's to the point where she's getting confronted. She got other girls he talked to stalking her, because how do they find her page if they just know him, and confronting her about a tattoo that she got for a man she never met before or spent any time with? Let me tell you something. That is a sign of a crazy person. Someone who shows their love by getting a tattoo, that is not a thing. That is one of the greatest signs that you are trash at relationships, and you do not understand what's important in a relationship. If you think that, you know what I should do? I should get your name tattooed on me. She has never even smelled his breath, and she got Julius on her body. Trying to tell you, this would be the same John on Kendra G or Kevin Samuels show back when he was alive, rest in peace, talking about, I can't respect the man if he'll make 6 figures. All right, yo.
I know he doesn't have to do that anymore, and I know he can change. That was the plan, was to see me for a few hours that evening, and now he's saying that he might. I've never sent Julius money at all since he's been in there. I refuse to be one of those girls that he's using. So obviously he wants me, and he's never asked me for anything either.
Yo, more and more I've been realizing that, women will come online and just lie unprovoked, all that stuff. He giving her the fat girl treatment. That's what he giving. He giving her the big girl treatment. You know what I'm saying? What he's going to do at this point is go with who got the most bread, and you're going to see his storyline is crazy.
I don't know. Of course, he can be with his family and stuff, but like at nighttime when you're about to go to bed, like I can't see you, Dan. Like it's just weird to me. It's been a year of me loving this person, wanting to see this person, fantasizing about this person, and now it's finally happening. I'm definitely going to stay positive. I know I'm in love with Julius. I love the way he talks to me, the way he tells me he's ready to be a stepdad, the way he tells me he's going to be the perfect person for me when he gets out.
So that's the main thing too, and that's what she thinks she's doing right now. She's thinking, all right, I need to get a man in here, but what kind of man can I get? Okay, and listen, and mind you, I mean, I don't think these are her only options. I think the reason why these women go with these kind of guys is because they represent a life with no rules. Okay, I'll be telling men, if you want to understand women, ask yourself, when you was 10, 11, 12 years old, and someone asked you, would you rather have parents who are going to be around you all the time, sit down and have dinner with you every night, go on family trips, you spend time, we go on road trips on the weekend, go fishing, go to church and stuff like that. Whatever your faith is, right? Would you rather? But if you do all this stuff, you're gonna be very successful when you're older. You're gonna be very happy when you're older, right? Or would you rather have a parent that leaves the refrigerator stocked with Hot Pockets and French fries that you got an air fryer? Let's put an air fryer and some Wi-Fi in it. Would you rather have the parent who stuffs the freezer with Hot Pockets and fries and a bunch of frozen food that you can eat, you know what I'm saying, and Wi-Fi, and they work 2 or 3 jobs and they ain't never home? Or would you rather the involved parent? You pick the freezer full of Hot Pockets every time, man. Every time you pick it. Don't lie to me. We ain't got a lot, Craig. You always pick them Hot Pockets. You want what's in that freezer. You know why you want what's in that freezer? Because you don't want to win. You're not thinking long term. Who not chasing greatness? You not chasing greatness. But now, real talk though, when you're younger, you're not attracted to that. You're not. That doesn't sound, because you don't have long term thinking. Even as an adult, you offer most adults that, you know what I'm saying, or something similar. They will have a hard time, or there will be hesitation at least. Bad juju, no good, right? So these kinds of men, they don't have to be a better woman. They don't have to be a woman with these kinds of men. But we're gonna go ahead and look at one couple in particular. I'm getting tired. I'm out of stamina, but I wanted to get to this couple. I think they Haitian. I could be wrong, but I think they Haitian. I'm gonna pause. All right, so let's get to this couple right here. I think the girl Haitian. I mean, I could be wrong, right? I think the girl Haitian only because, mostly because, again, her look and whatnot, just her features, right? And what she described is how a lot of Haitian American girls are, where they're very rebellious and they go through not a whole phase necessarily, but they always wind up in these bad relationships, right? These relationships where she's essentially the good girl and he either a fuck up or he is always messing up or whatever. But it took me a long time to realize that she's not getting a bad deal. When you look at women like this, you can't look at it as, why is she with him? Why is she dating him? You can't be looking at it like, is she really going out with him? Is she really gonna break you? You can't look at it like that. Take off your hater hat. You got a hater hat on right now. I'll give you a second to take it off. I'll wait. Hater hat is off. Thank you. Thank you for taking off your hater hat. Hi, hater. This is her level. This is the kind of relationship that she can mentally handle. Because in these relationships, you got to understand, there isn't the same level of expectation and quality. And also, got to realize, a woman who's too chaotic, I mean, women in general, right? And this is a point that Angry Man made about how they don't get better if the men don't call out certain behavior. But what a lot of men don't understand is that women can tolerate anything. One of their abilities is to be able to nest and get comfortable in any environment and situation. If you think about it, right? Women can tolerate anything. They can tolerate an abuse. If they want to be there, they can be there. Okay? She can tolerate having bad debt. She can tolerate having terrible friends. She can tolerate having a terrible relationship with her mother. She can tolerate anything she wants to tolerate. That's one of her abilities, is toleration. Right? I really feel like feminism has convinced women to rewire their brains in ways that leads to bad outcomes. Because what it is that it makes it really hard for women to choose wisely, because in their mind, to a certain degree, they think they're supposed to be smarter than that man, or basically be with the kind of man that will allow you to do whatever you want to do. And you wind up in these foolish situations. Also, this is another instance of a great example, a prime example of how a lot of women do not mentally progress past 14 years old. Her situation is one where she's actually with this guy. This guy has 5 children already. He's not even in his mid-30s, I don't think. 5 children. Okay. Five children and 3 baby mamas. And we're gonna jump around for this couple right here, right? So we're gonna try to speed up a little bit.
Safety first. Demadric is getting out early. Oh my gosh.
Demadric sound like a nigga I do not want to have in my building. I do not want to run into a nigga named Demadric in my lobby, in the building lobby. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of nigga that listen, bro. I'll be up all night, being paranoid about Demadric. All right, that's the type of nigga that definitely you smell weed coming from his apartment, and there's mad kids in there.
I'm so excited for him to come home. It's been a long time coming. I do not have good taste in it. The experiences that I had, I just throw the whole thing away.
So just real quick before we go any further, all right, so I wanted that's a great example of how women give you a little bit of the truth, and then but she'll say it or phrase it in a way to make it sound like it's not that bad. So what she's trying to convey to you is that, hey, I haven't had the best luck. That all this is about just luck and who I've been around, and I don't know, right? That's what she's saying. But she tells the truth at first. I don't have good taste in men. That's it. That's it. That means it's you. Man, the problem is you. I was saying this on Threads earlier. One of the reasons why you're not going to see many of these goddamn dating events no more, and when I heard AC say it this way, it really made it clear for me. He said, the men realize that you guys are not serious. And when we say not serious, what they mean is they realize is that you are not mentally prepared to be a wife in a way that makes that man feel like, yo, I made it. Yo, I'm doing good in life. I got someone who loves me. I couldn't resist it. I'm sorry.
Come and get me, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Someone needs a place to stay for the holidays. Hey, if you need an oil change, come holler.
Holler at me. But the men will realize that we cannot have relationships with most modern women because we have 2 opposing goals. I want to have family, and I want to have family, and I want to have a committed relationship for a lifetime. The woman, on the other hand, her agenda is ever evolving. It's like the Life of Pablo album. Remember that? Remember Kanye had an album that kept changing? You hit that one song one day is different, another song is different. The album kept changing. It was a living organism. It was really some evil genius shit. You fuck his album was in a lab somewhere, and it's changing and morphing and whatnot and all types of shit. But that's how her side of things is yeah, she'll tell you, yeah, I'm with you, I'm committed, you know what I'm saying, we're together, and impulse. No one's talking to young women about being impulsive. No one's talking to young women about being promiscuous, about the timeline that you need to be looking at when it comes to getting in a relationship. This is also a prime example of how we talk about how women, you waste your best years. This one is not going to look that good in her 50s. You do not want to be dating in your 40s and 50s, period. Because the time when you look the best and you can attract the most men is in your 20s. And she's wasting that time with someone who has literally he already don't got no future. It's not like these niggas is in jail, they got out of jail, and they at least got on their feet. Okay, my man started from ground zero with 5 kids. And he got a baby mother now. This guy right here, listen, this nigga right here, and he also crushes all y'all standards. He ain't 6 feet. He ain't making 6 figures. And that nigga is like 5'7", I think. All right. Listen, when you see this nigga get out of jail, matter of fact, we're gonna just focus on her for this episode. I want you guys to see this interaction with her and her coworkers real quick.
Sheltered. I didn't know certain things. So yeah, they spitting game, but I'm falling for it because I never heard it before. I'm driving crazy. Oh, you're beautiful. Back then I would be like, oh my gosh, do you think so? Now I'm like, what's the next line?
Not serious. Not freaking serious. So right there, this is how you see this too, where the women don't seem to know that, yo, you are embarrassing yourself. That is an embarrassing story. Like the way that modern women tell stories about themselves, it would be like a dude saying, you know, so I'm the kind of guy, listen, I like to get straight to it. So when I'm having sexy time, you feel me? Listen, I just get up in there and I ain't gonna lie. We feel like right on time, 45 seconds, I go boop, 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 boom, go with the dynamite. And then, you know, the girl, you know, my girl, she look a little mad and whatnot, and she roll over and she get her rolls, and I just fall asleep. Next day I wake up and I don't know what happened. All I know is I got in one hand I got the Subway sandwich, and the other hand some of her satin lingerie. You would think, wow, 6 packs, that's an embarrassing story. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, me telling a story about like, the time when I didn't know I didn't have no money in my account and I went to go and get gas and their machine prints out your balance. The guy doing the gas says, oh no, sir, you know, you can't get the gas. You got $1.29 in your account. He yelled out my balance. That's an embarrassing story. I'm telling that story because it's an embarrassing example of an embarrassing story. I would never tell you that story as an intro to who I am. You would say, "Oh man, 6 packs, you down bad." Now that was only because I know it was unforeseen circumstance. You know, when too many bills come out one time, I had to transfer some funds. You know what I'm saying? I had to I had to move some money around. you feel me? But yeah, but I'm just saying you see this throughout all these shows where they tell a little bit of the truth, right? But what she just told was her whole thing. All right. A lot of dark-skinned women and dark-skinned people in general try to put the insecurities on everyone else. Now, and basically the narrative is always, I didn't think I was attractive growing up and I had to gain confidence. That is everyone. No one thinks they're attractive growing up, and everyone has to build their confidence. Dark-skinned people are the meanest and the most insecure and the most terrible at like conflict resolution. If you think about most dark-skinned people in your life that you've interacted with and whatnot, a lot of times their behavior or their behavior is either not consistent, or they're someone that's known for being either really rude or being just not tolerant of other people. They known for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But they usually, especially in Western culture, they very hard to get along with. You know what I mean? But that was it right there. Right. And the comments she made after that, those comments are so fucking pretentious, especially when it comes out the mouths. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with her and whatnot, but that don't look good on you. You're so beautiful. What's the next? Who are you talking about? And whoever's saying that to you, you need to be going to see what he's talking about. Not Gangstalicious over here. She waiting on Gangstalicious to get out. All right, you understand? And it's another reason why I would never date no girl who do hair.
I can't wait to hold his hand. I can't wait to.
That's fast. Oh, here we go.
Goofy most of the time.
Me too. What you got going on? Certain things. So yeah, my mother was. I don't know how, but
here we go. Right here.
Back then I would be like, oh my gosh, do you think so? Now I'm like, what's the next line? I can't wait to hold his hand. I can't wait to kiss on him, love on him. My nerves are everywhere. My mother was pretty strict. She wanted us to just really focus on school and go to work and go home. And I was not supposed to have boyfriends, but whatever. Your girl was being a little fast. How to be in a mix. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What you got going on?
Same old, same old.
You want to retwist?
Yes, ma'am. What's the
Okay.
matter?
Girl, let me tell you, he's getting released early.
Yo, the gay dude in here is standing on business. He lighting her up the whole time. He hit her with truth fireballs and truth Hadoukens the whole time, son.
They don't know what's going on.
They never had my back.
He told me how much he wants to take.
They never
He's
had
getting out in 2 days.
How?
Honestly, I don't know how, but
Snitching.
He said snitching.
no.
One more time, son.
Magic
One
and
more
I
time.
have been on school, then go to work and go home. Me tell you, he's getting released early. He's getting out in 2 days.
How?
Honestly, I don't know how, but
Snitching.
And listen, he is the only voice of reason here. And you know why he's doing this? Now, gay dudes, for the most part, are always supportive of the bullshit, whether they're complacent or not. Right? He done heard them talk so much bullshit up in there that he just said, you know what? I can't take it. I can't take it. He's just like, yo, fuck it. I'm just going to tell y'all what it is. All right. And he might be right. He said snitching. Because that's when you listen, anyway, you know what?
no. Demadric and I have been on and off for essentially 10 years. This time around, me and Demadric have been together for about like a year and a half. We got together when I was in high school, and he would come to my games, and that's when he asked me to be his girlfriend. And Demadric was my first real boyfriend.
I've been incarcerated for 2 years. I'm serving time for having a firearm behind that felony indictment. Keanu's a great person. We have a great relationship. We can be ourselves. Definitely goofy most of the time. I don't think it's ever really serious, unless we're talking about money. But other than that, nah. I have a proposal idea. I keep telling her I won't do it until I can buy the ring. She keeps telling me I can get a cheap ring, and I'm not cheap at all. I've never been one of those type of people.
Yeah, it's because this nigga does not intend on marrying her at all. What this man is basically doing is making sure that he got enough options for where he can go once he get released in case things don't go right with basically the primary baby mother. He got 3 kids with one of these girls.
I love Demadric. I love his smile. I love his laugh. Ooh, I love his arms. I love his body. Demadric is so sexy. Oh, don't get me started. He's so chocolatey. I'll lick him right now, right here. My man's coming home.
So he finna be on house arrest?
Yes, sir.
So you finna be cooped up in the house?
Yes.
Courtney, she ain't coming back to work.
Yo, listen, fam. He's doing what the kids say is clocking their T. You know what I'm saying? He's clocking T up in there.
You think I have somebody I love in the bricks?
No, I'm coming to work. Don't do that. Look, I'm coming to work, but I'm gonna be with Beta.
As long as you pay your booth rent, better do right.
Be right, sis.
I just know he comes with a lot. Have you talked to baby mama?
No, Demadric has 6 kids with 3 different.
6 children. She's coming in. This is like coming into a car loan upside down, and it's like 3 loans in one. This fam, he already has a family. He's already had a life. How do you have 6 kids and you in jail? So, and this is another prime example of y'all have no problem sharing a man. She knows she shares this man with his baby mother. He got 6 kids. All right. And again, this is also another example of how less than 18% of black men impregnate close to 70% of the women, because we still got to factor in those non-black men, you know what I'm saying, who are also getting black women pregnant and having kids with. Because black women have 2 million more kids than black men. Let that sink in. 2 million more. You know what I'm saying? 2 million more.
Women.
How many does he have with Joella?
3. I really haven't had.
Ooh, Joella. Joella is a problem. This is the main thing I want to get to is Joella. Let's go, Joella.
I have problems with the other baby mamas.
You can, fam. When I saw this shit, I said, hold on. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and change the screen right there, bro. When I saw this one right here, her name Joella. She got dreads and they red. you finna have a problem with Beloved right here. This is definitely somebody who will throw hands with her. She afraid of her. I'll let you know right now, she definitely afraid of her. It's another thing too. That's another reason why I really feel like, yo, the future of relationships is going to have to be for men who are attractive that women really like. It's going to have to be 2-to-1. All right. I think for one, because more of y'all will have a man and more of y'all will have your needs met. And I think the next generation maybe can handle being a primary girl, because for the most part, most women cannot handle being a man's full-time everything. You just don't want to share with someone else. And that's another reason why you're not successful, because people have got to realize success has many fathers. Meaning that the input of many people, whether it's information or actual labor, the effort put in, it is how we become successful. Like, you know, like I've been politicking with all the homies that I know write music and can write songs. Say, all right, listen, let's put together a writing team. Don't overthink it. I'm gonna send you the track. Send me some ideas. I will take the ideas and I will create a song from it. You don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Recording your phone, send me your idea. You know what I'm saying? Hold on.
I snap my fingers. You forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. You can't. I was never.
You was never gay. Yeah, she a problem. Wait till you see what she be saying old girl be doing on social media.
Just that one. I don't really like to say her name.
Yeah, she afraid of her. That woman definitely told her that she'll beat her up before.
But you can always be the bigger person.
I've been the big person.
How?
Not speaking my mind and being respectful even when I'm disrespected. Posting on social media. I can't wait for the kids.
Yo, you said none missing my baby's father. Man, can't wait to hug my boy.
His daddy to come home.
Because that mean he on the phone talking to her. Y'all gonna meet at the bus station together picking it.
She trying to tell her, like plain, like honestly, like real talk. I don't know why that's absolutely true, and you're gonna find out why it could be true in a second. Wait till you see this next post. Okay, big baby mother, because that's the big one. That's Big Mama. We'll call her Big Mama. Big Mama is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
What would that we don't do?
She don't believe that. She did the neck roll and everything. She don't believe that shit. And matter of fact, she afraid it's gonna happen. She afraid that girl gonna beat up at the bus stop.
I bet we don't. Joella is still in love with Demondrick. You know, she constantly posts.
Missing my BDF and me. Miss him dangling. She put three eggplants. Goodness gracious. So merch. Yo. First of all, these tweets are there to the point where the Love After Lockup team was able to go find them and put them here. She didn't even take this down. She's posting, and you know why she's posting this? Do you want to know why she's posting it? Because they are in a relationship. No one is a victim here. I think old girl understands that y'all are in a relationship together. All right. Listen to how she talks about their relationship and his transgressions, y'all.
It's about him. It's really annoying. You missed that good thing, but he's moved on. And honestly, I had him first, so.
But what if
she had a loser first? You hear how they're talking about this nigga's a loser. This nigga ain't got no car. He don't got his own spot. He don't make good money. Listen, he ain't making 6 figures. He ain't 6 feet. And for the most part, that nigga may possibly have no future. He may keep going back to jail for the rest of his life. And old boy right here is gonna keep clocking. He is a clocking. He is a clocking the T. Clocking the T. He's bodying her. Yo, listen, he tired of her. He tired of her. Listen, he put his foot down.
telling her the same stuff he telling you though?
Yes. It's gonna be a major problem. Demondrick cheated on me with her twice in the beginning.
That's a lie. That nigga, he's always smashing her. He has always been smashed. Ain't no you smashed baby mother twice. Why? He's always available. That's the CVS vagina. She always around. She don't really have a problem with it. So I'm keep trying to tell y'all. One of the reasons why like black women can be with like white, like racist guys is because like, yo, bad qualities and bad situations are not intolerable to women. Okay? It's not intolerable.
Of our relationship because he was going through a lot. He lost his best friend to a car accident. He was not himself mentally. I'm not trying to make excuses, but I kind of gave him space. And then I found out she was pregnant. Do I have resentment towards her? Yes, but it's not even because he cheated on me with her. It's the part that you keep disrespecting me and you dangle the kids above his head.
When he comes home, he's going to go to the better choice financially. Not saying he doesn't love you.
But he could have went to his daddy house. You know what I'm saying? He got.
Will his daddy buy him clothes and shoes and
no, he'll
underwear?
have the clothes that he had already.
He might not want those clothes.
He wants
He might
some
new clothes. You're a hustler. You're gonna make it
I
happen.
am. I do make it happen.
Right.
Yeah. Spoil him a little bit too much. I understand what I'm saying. I've spent maybe like more than $20,000 on him. I have 2 jobs that I have to juggle. It's hard. Do I feel like he's using me? No, I don't feel like he's using me. I feel like he wants to give me the world and spoil me. I just have to be patient.
You hear what she just said? This is also the danger of social media. She says, I know he wants to give me the world. Again, women got mostly, don't get me wrong, people mostly repeat what they hear, right? But women will blindly repeat things they heard. I know he wants to give me the world and spoil me. Man, that is not your storyline. That's not your part. Those are not your lines. Your line, those are not any. Those none of that or none of it. None of it. No, none of that is your line. Not your line whatsoever. Spoil you with what? The only thing you're gonna get from him is what you always got from him, which is drama. Possibly a beating from that girl, because that girl definitely listen. She got multiple kids like that. When women who have multiple kids and still have sex with the baby father are dangerous. And not only that, not only is she doing it, she posted on social media. You know why she posted on social media? Because they are in a relationship. You are the funding. You are the money. If he go home with her, or if he stay with her, he's staying with her because of the stability. You understand? He a young guy. He's going to continue, and also he's going to have more. He's not done having kids. That man going to have about. If he got 6 kids now, he going to have about 8, 10 kids. If he don't get a vasectomy, he going to have about at least 2 more. Because let me tell you something. Not only that Negro had that baby while y'all was in a relationship. The most despicable type of nigga is the nigga that will have a baby while you guys are in the relationship. You know how reckless that is? Because it's not a thing that happens after. We broke up for a month or 2 and he come back with a baby.
It's okay. I love him, but it's so expensive outside. Just come on back inside, because that's what we gonna do. He not going outside no more. I'm done.
I love you. I feel like sometimes you're naive. No, I've done that. That whole thing, date somebody fresh out.
Yeah.
You hear this throughout this show. How women will say stuff like, yeah, I've done this before. I did this when I was in jail. A lot of women, especially if they got kids, they older, have had at least one relationship or try to talk to a nigga in jail. And I posted this on my threads earlier about like, yo, what these stories say about y'all is that you're not attracted to positive qualities in men. A majority of you are not attracted to having a healthy relationship. All right. And your concept of boredom is sick. If you're bored, why can't you get a fucking hobby? Do you understand that basically boredom for you means that you should end a meaningful relationship? And again, like I said before, the men are realizing y'all are not serious people. You're not serious about relationships. She will get out this shit for anything. But this is not uncommon. This is a common thing for someone who has a decent job or decent money coming in. Get with a guy like this. Because the position he's in, he's trying to get stuff back together. He won't be able to do anything with her or for her for a couple of years.
They fill your head with all these hopes and dreams, and it's all a lie.
So I feel like it's different for me too.
Girl.
Ooh, she said I feel like it's different from me. This is dangerous. These are real people, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to keep pausing. These are real people.
Everybody thinks it's different for them. And now I'm out here alone.
Yeah.
I don't trust Demadric. I think he knows she loves him and he takes advantage of that. Demadric's baby mama. I think that there's more to it because why would she go to the trouble of posting all this stuff on social media if there wasn't something going on? This is third time that you've given him a chance.
Right.
Just gonna keep going back to jail because Kiana gonna do whatever and be there when he get out, and then he gonna have 12 more kids while he out this time. Then you're gonna be waiting on him and all 12 of them when he get out the next time.
You know what? I'm about done with you.
He's not playing. He's dead ass. You see the customer over here laughing? He's wilding her up because he tired of seeing her do stupid shit because he knows how stupid this sounds. Rather than be with a guy on the outside who actually got a job that you can look at. And that's another thing about how women think in the subjective. Shout out to the angry man. I don't want him thinking I'm stealing his points. Women think so deeply in the subject because you got to realize women have a vast imagination. And her imagination, when she's not checking her imagination, women have to be careful to not over imagine and let her imagination run wild. And men have to be careful to not over manage, meaning he has to be careful to realize when I don't have control over that thing, or I shouldn't try to control that, or I shouldn't try to manage that. I need to call someone else who basically I need to defer to someone else's leadership and information and knowledge and understanding so that I can get the best outcome. Those are the men who do the best. You know what I'm saying? But the way that women are, women don't think in the objective, don't think in facts to the point where they'll let their imagination, because her imagination is telling her this could happen. He could become an astronaut. He could become one of the top employees at Tesla. And he could be an alien. He's more likely to be an actual Anunnaki alien than be a man that's going to be able to provide anything for you. You are in a deep fantasy. He want to spoil you and give you the world. Nigga, with what? When you apply McDonald's, they want to know if you've been in jail before. I need someone to believe in me how y'all be believing in these inmates, yo. I'm let them finish, yo. Then we're gonna go ahead and close out. That was actually it. Nah, you know what? I'm out of here, yo. I gotta go. I'm tired. I gotta make these burgers. These burgers in here frozen. They're ready to be cooked. You understand? Yeah.
They don't know what's going on.
They never had my back.
He told me how much he wants to protect you.
They never had me.
Little ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja.
Listen. This is the beginning of the season. It's actually 3 episodes, man. There's a lot of ground to cover. We got a lot of work to do. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel me? But just to go ahead and finish up on this couple right here, because I love to break down the archetypes and the dynamics. So this one right here, she don't have no kids and she not fat. So what's going on with her? What's going on with this one is, for the most part, now she is the example of the girl who's gonna waste her best years. These are the last 3 years she want to have her looking that young. After that, she want to start looking a lot older. Not that it looks bad if you look older. It's just that a woman's looks is like being an athlete. No matter who you are, how talented you are, your best years are going to be between 15 and 25. If you're an athlete, that's going to be your best years, because that's when you can build the most strength, and your body is still in a state of where you create a lot of HGH, so you can take more punishment. You have more energy. Whereas when you're after 25, your body starts producing HGH, which you know what produces testosterone. Just all the good hormones that keep you looking good and feeling good. You understand? So that stops happening, right? Over time. So genetically, that's the best time to be seeking those kind of opportunities or to be going hard if you're an athlete. It's the same thing with women. First of all, most women, they meet the guy they want to have kids with between the ages of 16 and 25. That's when they at least meet. I'll go up to maybe 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? But she meets the guy she's going to have kids with between 16 and 27. All right. When you count when the high school relationships that turn into adult relationships or the kids that people have in high school, like a lot of, so those are the best years. And what she's going to do is keep going through these bad relationships, and then she's going to come into her 30s. If she's not, I forgot how old she is. I think she's in her 20s. She's going to come into her 30s. Now she's wasted all these baby making years, where she could have been having a marriage and having babies and whatnot. Because what also happens with women who grow up with single mothers, even if they have a stepfather, they wind up having a resentment for regular relationships, and they have this "it's going to be different for me" mentality. They're the kind of person that where they know this may end badly, but they will ignore it for the sake of impulse, right? You can tell that her stepfather, which I'll show him in the next time we do this, because it's more to show, but we'll be here all day. He's a cool guy. He's not a bad guy at all, and I'm not saying that he's a vagina, but easygoing guys like that don't rule with an iron fist. They don't have a lot of rules and standards for their family. They're kind of the go with the flow kind of, you know what I'm saying? And also, again, when you're around kids that aren't your kids, you don't have the same authority. That's one of the reasons why a lot of men, if they want to be in control of their household, it's hard to date a woman who got kids if you want to be the head of the household, because you have a series of people who are not really under your control. Anyway, we out, man. We done.
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
Be safe. Subscribe to the channel.